What's going on, guys? I think it's all in day 84, 83. Let's go over the trade I took today. So we were looking bullish on the daily. 4 hours looking bullish, and all the higher time frames were looking bullish before market open. Market open right here. Right. So we saw at 10 o'clock this gap got disrespected this 1 hour. So we were looking bearish on the 1 hour. 4 hour was still bullish. We didn't break structure quite yet. But there was a lot of targets. These lows, and I think there was Asia. This is Asia low. London was here at 3. So that's what I was looking at, and all these lows got taken, and no sign of retracement at all. We dumped 300 points, and so I'm thinking, okay, we're going to keep going down. And this was the only low. We were close to this low, and this is the only low that I felt that we were going to take out. So if we look on the 5-minute, we started retracing, came to this 15-minute right here. And I was looking at first for price to come into this 15-minute equilibrium right here. That's why this line's here. And we didn't quite get it. ES was very close, as you can see right here. ES was very close, but it didn't quite hit it. And I was looking for that. That would have been great, and that would have just been more confluence for me. But what we really needed here was a 5-minute sweep. So we ended up getting that. So right here, pre-market, we're sweeping all-time highs, we're moving lower and breaking structure. We know that. Now, as for to take continuation shorts, we need a 5-minute sweep. We need some type of 5-minute manipulation at the highs and to move lower. So we ended up getting that at ES swept these 5-minute highs that it created. It created these at 10 o'clock. At 10:20, we swept these 5-minute highs, making an S&T, and you can see right here, making the highs at 10, right here, and 10:20. Oh, it's on the 15-minute. 10:20 right here, 10:20, 10:15. We made this high. So we made this S&T. We came to this 15-minute, and we were respecting this 5-minute equilibrium right here. From this high right here, so that's what this line is. And then, like I said, the 15-minute gap right here. We were in a 5-minute as well. There's a bunch of confluences. So we didn't necessarily need the 15-minute equilibrium, but I wanted that. I wanted to see that. That would have been great. But we didn't end up getting it, which was okay. But we made an S&T. It gave me a lot of confluence. And at the same time, NASDAQ was respecting this 5-minute equilibrium, and we were moving lower. So I got a little bit of a late entry, but we got it. Right here. Was this my entry? Yeah, this was my entry. Pretty much right here. This close. So we saw this gap get inversed. This gap got inversed by this candle, also breaking structure. ES did the same. So this is the S&T, this is where we entered, and we saw this inverse right here. So we entered late because I was hesitating a little bit because you know, the gears were spinning in my head. Let's just say that. So we ended up getting it, and we got in on the trade. We ended up putting in 5 contracts, and I wasn't paying attention to this because we got a late entry. I was pretty much going off of this. This would have been my entry, and I would have entered 5 contracts, but we entered late, so we had to risk a little bit more. So I went 5 contracts, and then I closed 2, lost $30 or something, and then let it run. So I let it run all the way down to this low. And that was pretty much the trade. I'd say it was A+ setup. we had everything we need. SMT, retracement, sweeps at the high. The higher time frame started aligning as well. So once the higher time frame started aligning here, breaking structure and inversing this gap and all, it was looking really good. Like I said, I would have liked to see. I wanted to see the 4-hour break structure as well, but we didn't even need it. We were in bullish structure, bullish order flow, but shorts were definitely the play here today, especially with this big momentum of bears in the market today. So saw this, knew we had to catch some type of retracement. We were very overextended, and no retracements on the lower time frame. So once we found it, we saw it, we got it, and we hit TP. It's a great day, and I'll show you right here. So the week is looking pretty strong. This is terrible. So you see I lost like $35, closed 2 right here, and then took TP, made $5.55. So great trade, honestly. I'm glad I was able to adapt and react so quickly as I did. Once I saw that SMT, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna. If I sat here and did nothing because I wanted the 15-minute equilibrium to get hit, I would have missed out, and honestly that would have pissed me off more than anything. And I had realized in the moment that I did not need the 15-minute equilibrium to get hit, because we had every other confluence. That the 15-minute equilibrium, or just equilibrium in general, is just when, just say this move happens, like here. So like we just say we want to catch longs here or something, we sweep 1-hour lows, and we need to see a break of structure. Just say like post market, we need structure to break. So like here we don't quite. I guess we inverse this gap, for instance, and within this leg, I would need to see equilibrium get hit. So I end up hitting here. I don't even think this is gonna play out the way that I intended to. But you understand, the equilibrium is really so I don't get manipulated out. And it's a good confluence for me. It makes a lot of sense for me, because if price taps into equilibrium or in a fair value gap, why would it revisit that? Why would it revisit that equilibrium? Because if orders were filled in that equilibrium and there was enough orders, it would push higher. That's the way I think about it. Everybody has their own thought process, but that's what's been working for me very well, is to wait for that fair value gap and equilibrium. And right now, it's looking up from here. We didn't trade on Monday because it was Memorial Day, but we got tomorrow, we got Friday, and then next week it's gonna be a little iffy. I'm gonna go on vacation, so I might trade, I might not trade. Really just depends. But I feel like we've been putting in a lot of volume. I mean, I've been seeing setups, and that's great. I've been able to capitalize on some and lose some, but right now our win rate is sitting at a 60%. But yeah, hopefully we can get this bitch back up, save this account. So anyways, I will see you tomorrow. Peace.